and welcome back to another video today. And today you join me for a very, very special video today because, well, today I am overhauling my channel, relaunching my channel basically. And well, as you may have just noticed in the intro, I have renamed my channel completely. So, Battersby Racing Co. It is no more. My name is now just Luke Battersby, and that is the name of my YouTube channel and Twitter account, everything. So I've had a full-on rebrand, full-on renaming of everything. Reason being, I think Battersby Racing Co. I don't know, it was I think maybe been a bit of a confusing name. What is it? Is it Battersby Racing Company? What is it? Is it a company? Is it a brand? Or is it just a person? Obviously this channel, it's just me. There's no anybody else. It's not a we. It's just an I. It's just a me channel. So yeah, renamed this channel to Luke Battersby. I've also made a new logo finally. I've been saying about it for the last month or two. I've finally, got myself together, made myself a logo. Ignore the cover photo, by the way, for the moment. That's just a cover thing, the bit at the top of my page. Ignore that for the time being. It's, haven't bothered to make one of those yet. But I have relaunched my channel, and I thought whilst I'm here, might as well give you a bit of a channel update and also give you a little bit of a room tour, so show you around where I make all of my videos. So, this channel, obviously I started off making GT Sport content to begin with. Don't intend to really do that anymore. I kind of stopped making the GT Sport videos a couple of months ago. Still doing the odd GT Sport live stream every week. Don't really intend to make too much GT Sport content. That game, to be honest, I think it's quite a dead game. It very much is dying of death at the moment. The servers are rubbish. The whole game is just going downhill. People are flooding away from GT Sport, so I'm not going to be making much content on that. You may have noticed, obviously, I've been making Assetto Corsa videos, made about 5 or 6 of those now. Still continue to plan to make more of those. I've got a Le Mans video lined up for this week that I intend to make, proving the Le Mans 24 hours, and also got karting videos in the pipeline which I can make, as well as many other things. With this channel, yes, I intend to make that kind of stuff still, but I'm also intending to move into new stuff, new kind of real life content, talking about real life F1. That's something I definitely want to get involved in. Real life F1 YouTube channel, a bit like a Josh Revell type channel or a Tomo F1 sort of channel. Definitely interested in making that kind of stuff, as well as making stuff similar to what Jimmy Broadbent makes, and this guy called GP Laps, who you guys may have heard of. I really much like his channel, and want to make content similar to his as well. So that's kind of the plans for the future with this channel. I might as well show you around this room whilst I am here. So if I turn the screen around with my camera and put you around this way, we will start off with what you can always see in the background in my videos. So this is the door that you can always see, and next to it the Watford FC poster. So for those of you who aren't aware, I am a very big Watford FC supporter. I have been supporting Watford for quite a long time. It's where my dad's from, and so that is the Watford poster. Come on, you horns. And then, well, you've got the shelving back here, which you can nowadays see in the back of shot with the fancy lighting which I installed the other day. So these trophies, these are the trophies which I've earned over the course of my life in karting. So the bottom shelf here, they are junior trophies. So these are what I won up until the age of 14. So between the ages of 8 to 13 years old, it's these trophies that I won. There's a couple of others up in the loft as well, but they are most of them. Then these two shelves up here, they are the adult trophies basically. So since the age of 14, these two shelves are what I have won. And then you've got my steering wheel here on the end for decoration. And then up here, got a load of old DVDs and stuff. I thought this shelf was empty because I don't really have many other trophies. So this top shelf was empty, and I just thought, let's just fill it up with old like DVDs and PlayStation games and whatnot. So that's the temporary solution up there. And then up on this top shelf, you have got my championship trophies. So these are just for winning individual races. Up here, these are my championship trophies, which I've won over the years, starting from 2010 up here, and then going all the way to 2019 up at the other end. That is the trophy which I got for winning the Sub 51 Championship in 2019. If you watch my karting videos, you will know what I'm talking about. And then at the end there, got my wheel. So these wheel rims, by the way, that is a Fanatec Podium F1 wheel rim. That came with my wheel. This up here, it is, if I get it down, this is my circular wheel rim which I got not too long ago. It is an OMP Magello wheel rim, and it is attached to a Fanatec Club Sport Universal Hub. So that is what that is. Both bought off of eBay. They do the job perfectly well. So that is what I use for driving older cars, that kind of stuff. Basically, where a modern day F1 wheel feels silly. Basically, that's what I use instead. So this is the back of the shot, which you can normally see. Then over here you've got the windowsill, which I always crop out, and got a load of junk on here really. You can see first of all I've got a model of my real life car, Honda S2000. For those of you who aren't aware, I drive a Honda S2000 in real life. So I've got a little model which my dad made ages ago there. And well, we've got my rather temporary lighting solution. So I started streaming at night time recently, started making videos at night. Needed some lighting to obviously light up my face. So basically what I've done is I've ambushed a lamp which I used to use as a kid in my bedroom, ambushed that, stuck a cereal box on top of it and put some greasing paper over the front. So that's kind of working as a temporary lighting solution. Not working too badly at the moment, to be honest. It's doing a decent job, I'm quite happy with it. And yeah, you can see that all connected up to the power tower as well as the lights. There's a right mess of cables here. That's why I keep it all out of shot so you can't see the mess. And then, well, I've got my rig. So, this rig, it's a DIY rig, but it's really good in my opinion. I love it. I've been using it now for 18 months and it does a great job in my opinion. So, we've got a fishing chair, a £30 fishing chair, which I got off of eBay. So that is what I sit in. Used to use a fishing chair which my dad had since the 1990s. It's used to do fishing. We were using that, but then he kind of broke it. He got angry one day, stamped on the pedals, and the whole seat snapped. So we replaced it with that 18 months ago. So that's what I sit in, a fishing chair. And you got my Thrustmaster Th80 Shifter. So this shifter, I've had that since I had my Thrustmaster set up years ago. So I've had this for a good 2-3 years now, this Th80 shifter, with a bit of a modification on it as well. You can see around the base of it, I've wrapped a little spongy bit around it to make the thud of the shifts a little quieter. Previously, with that shifter, it's so loud, every time you change gear, the whole house could hear you change gear. So I had to soften it out to make it a little bit quieter. Then you've got the wheel rim itself, or the wheelbase itself. So this is a Fanatec Podium DD1 wheelbase, and I've had this now for 18 months. So yeah, I overhauled my rig 18 months ago, that's why I keep saying 18 months. Yeah, got that out of money that I'd earned from work. So I spent many months saving up for that. The whole rig in total came to £2,000. It was very expensive, but yeah, paid for it myself through work money. So that is the wheel which I use attached to a DIY rig. Now this rig, it's got a story behind it. It used to be my bed. So growing up, I slept in, well, not slept in that, but the wood which was used for this rig is my old bed. It's made out of my old bed. So yeah, that is what this rig is. It has some sentimental value to it. This wood is about 20 years old. It's it's quite a good rig. It works really well in my opinion. Even when I turn my direct drive wheel up to full blast, it still copes perfectly well. It's if anyone wants to build one themselves, this is kind of how I've built it, or how my dad built it. He's good with DIY, so he did all this. It's yeah. There's that. It's got a metal sheet underneath as well to give it a bit of strength. And down there as well, you've got my pedals. So if I go over the top here, my pedals are Fanatec Club Sport V3 pedals with a damper kit added on to the throttle pedal to make the throttle a little bit stiffer. So they are the pedals which I use. And you've got my Samsung TV there, 40-inch 4K TV. Used to be the family TV down in the living room years ago, and then I nicked it, so I now have that. And then over here you've got another temporary lighting solution, so you can see another old lamp from the garage. That is what we have got there on an old shelving unit. And then you've got obviously my PlayStation itself, my ancient PlayStation 4. Had it since the PlayStation 4 came out in 2013. This thing is 8 years old, never once has it gone wrong. It's yeah, I'm amazed. My PS4, it's just so brilliant, absolutely bulletproof. I use it every single day pretty much for the last 8 years. Never once has it gone wrong. Obviously you've got the external hard drive here, so those of you who are on PS4, you probably have one yourself. That's where I store most of things on with the controllers, and you've got a nice little fan here, and you've got my keyboard from my computer. So you've got my mouse up here and my keyboard. This is where I do all my editing. This is where I do everything from, sitting in this seat. And then also with the headphones and the mic that you see me wear normally, it is a Sennheiser HMC27, I believe is what it's called. It's got a long-winded name to it. Basically, it's the best headset you can find. This is used by professional commentators far and wide. Sennheiser are the best. Cost me £300 off eBay, and they're absolutely brilliant. I cannot believe how good they are. When I got them, I was just jaw-dropped as to how good a headset can be. The headphones are absolutely brilliant. Like, normally with a headset, you either have a great mic or you have great headphones. These are like the only headsets going in the world which are both great headphones and a great mic. So yeah, absolutely love that, and that's the Focusrite Solo USB, by the way, which is what it plugs into. So that is what you need when you have a proper broadcast headset like that, proper like commentary headset. You need a sound mixer to plug it into. And then up here you have my PC. Now, I don't really know the specs of this. I didn't build it. It was built by my friend who's a PC nerd. So he built it for me. All I know is it was very expensive. I know that the graphics card, the GPU, is a Radeon RX Vega, I think. I'm right in saying that. I think that's the GPU. And aside from that, I haven't got a clue what the rest of it is. But yeah, that's the PC. It cost me a lot of money, and it's good, temperamental. I've had quite a few issues with it, but yeah, it is good when it works. It is very, very good. But yeah, what I would say to anyone who's maybe thinking of going from console gaming to PC gaming, I made that transition back in February, March time. There's a lot to learn when you move over to a PC. It's nothing like a PlayStation. So yeah, just be aware of that if you are going to move over to PC gaming. It's a very, very steep learning curve. I still don't understand half the things, to be honest, with PCs. I'm not a PC person, and yeah, I'm still struggling to this day with getting the PC to work properly. Then over here you got your printer. So it's just a family printer. That's my BBC News alert's just gone off. And a box which is a temporary tripod. So the video which I filmed on last week, talking about the Olympics, yeah, the camera was mounted on that box. That's my temporary tripod solution. Probably should get a proper tripod at some point. Then over here, got the Technica. So this is a really old TV. I've had this for about 10 years now. Yeah, rubbish old TV. It doesn't even do 1080p. It's a 768p TV. It's absolutely rubbish, to be honest. And yeah, that's what I use as my second monitor. So when I'm live streaming, you may notice me looking over to the right. It's because I'm looking at this. So this is what I will put the live chat up on, so I can see what you guys are saying. And it's what I also use to type up the results. So yeah, when I'm streaming my sprint series, which I'll be doing tonight, this is what I look over at. So this is my room, as you've got the desk as well. I hope you did enjoy watching that. So hopefully you found that a little bit insightful, a little bit of an interesting behind the scenes look. Yeah, if you do have any questions, do fire away down in the comment section, questions about anything. Hopefully that's helped some of you guys out as well. If you are looking to get into PC gaming or anything, YouTube, whatever, just getting a PC end of, getting a rig, getting anything like that, hopefully I have helped you out somewhat there. So yeah, do feel free to like and subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will see you all tonight for my Group 3 Sprint series. So goodbye.